Welcome to Starkup's Q&A. The question that we have today in this session 1 is from JR, and he's from the Philippines. And his question is, what OSHA standard that deals with custom-made equipment? Is there such an OSHA requirement for folks that are custom making equipment? And if it is, whereabouts in OSHA could we find the answer to this question? Well, the answer is yes. Custom made equipment can be found in OSHA 1910.399 and also review OSHA 1910.302 and 303. Now, of course, that's OSHA 1910 Subpart S that you would need to review. And, of course, most of you know you can go online and type in OSHA.org and they come up, and you can download the 1910 Subpart S to the General Industrial Standard. Now, I think that these sections will cover it. The only thing with custom-made equipment that you might run into is the authority having jurisdiction. They sometimes don't want to approve a custom-made equipment. They, if it's not listed in labeled equipment by 110.3b, they kind of lean to having on-site field evaluation and a NERDL put on the equipment by testing labs such as ETL, UL, or other labs approved by the state, county, or city, the whatever government body that you may be dealing with. So you might have a problem there. Now, basically the OSHA people deal with safety. But when the authority having jurisdiction is going to evaluate this equipment, they're going to okay this equipment by 110.2 of the code, and if it's listed and labeled 110.3 B and C of the NEC. They'll also review approved, identified, and listed and labeled in Article 100 of the NEC to approve equipment in an unclassified area. If they get into a classified area, such as oil and gas, then the authority having jurisdiction will review 500.8A in the NEC. And of course, anyone could really be appointed the authority having jurisdiction in accordance with 90.4 and the definition of the authority having jurisdiction in Article 100. So I hope that, JR, that these sections will help you. You review them and see if you agree what we're telling you. Now, notice one thing that I would kind of like to call out is that the OSHA standard 1910-302 through 308 is usually what OSHA would use as a visual inspection. 1910.331 through 335 deals with the arc flash, and usually they refer you in the Annex A over to NFPA 70E to select your PPE when you're working on equipment. But to answer your question, just look at 1910.399, look at OSHA 1910-302 through 303, and that deals with your custom-made equipment, and it's usually one of a kind. In other words, you usually can't pick up a catalog and order the piece of equipment that you're dealing with. So hopefully this will help you.